Hello everyone. Um, Today we will make a second community talk about the ABP's CMS Kit module. In this talk, we will cover almost all CMS Kit features, and also we'll talk about why we have created this, and some features are completely free and open source for CMS Kit project, and some of them are in the commercial side. I will also mention about this. I will show a pre-built application that is using the CMS Kit module, and also explain how to enable CMS Kit features in your applications in your code base by making changes. So let's start by why we have created such a CMS Kit module. The title of this community talk was related WordPress, you see. So why you don't use WordPress instead of creating a UI application or a public face application yourself? If you use WordPress or such kind of CMS Kit solution, everything is dynamic. There are thousands of plugins. You can create even an e-commerce platform on top of WordPress. So it's great. If you want to use, of course, use it. However, if you are a .NET developer and want to create a public face web application that is completely integrated to your .NET solution with your code base, with your database, and if you want to completely customize your public website, now you don't have so much choice. If you do it from scratch, you will lose too much time to reinvent all the features that WordPress provides, like dynamic page creation, dynamic content management, even adding some simple command system to your application and so on. So we provide CMS Kit module on top of the ABP platform as a reusable CMS components. Instead of a complete CMS application, we provide CMS features as reusable classes or reusable UI parts, as we will see in this session. So you can completely integrate these CMS features into your application and customize them and build your custom pages that works in the same application with the CMS features. So that's why you may want to use the ABP CMS Kit feature. Also, when you use ABP CMS, ABP is not a CMS platform. It provides also many powerful features. Even if you don't use CMS features, there are many ABP features you can use and simplify your development workflow, write less code, have more as pre-built, and so on. So when you use CMS Kit, ABP CMS Kit module, you also get benefit all these ABP platform, including every tooling, framework features, and so on. So let me share my screen. If you go to the platform modules page, you will see there are many modules provided by the ABP framework team. Most of these modules are already free, but some of them are pro features, like commercial features. As you see, many application functionalities already pre-built, and all these modules works with any database provider like Entity Framework Core or MongoDB, and provides Angular, Blazor, and MVC UI options. And they are well maintained, as I said, pre-built by the ABP core ABP team. So they are high quality modules. Also, there are some community-driven modules you can find on internet. I will not mention here, but you can search for pre-built ABP modules on internet. But these modules are really high-quality modules. One of them are CMS Kit. You see there are many features explained here. We will see them in live today. To demonstrate these features, we have created two applications. The first application is on the ABP Framework's GitHub repository under the CMS Kit demo repository of the ABP Framework organization. Let me make it bigger. Okay. When you go there, you can download the example solution, run on yourself on your computer, and explore the example application. Notice that this is just an example application. You can integrate what you see here into your custom applications also. We have created a second application. This application was built with free and open source CMS Kit features. Last times we have created also another application on top of that. Engin has created it to demonstrate also ABP commercial features for the CMS Kit module. I will also demonstrate this kind of commercial features here. Okay. Okay, you see that I have already downloaded the application. This is a non-layered application, very simple architecture, but CMS Kit modules are already installed and configured. When I open the user interface, when I run the application, you see it's running on localhost now. You first see a landing page that explains, that introduces actually the CMS Kit features. There are pro and free features, as I mentioned. In the free feature side, you see a dynamic page system, blogging, like some kind of low-level features like tagging, reaction system, ratings, and so on. In the pro features, you see newsletter, contact form, or a pull system, FAQ, or so. So we will explore these features, and also I will show how to integrate to your page. As I said, this is a complete custom application. We have created a gallery image gallery in this application. You see the list of images. When I click, I can see the detail page, just an image and explanation. We will add more features here from the CMS Kit. We have a blog feature that's coming from the CMS Kit blog module. You know, just a blog post here. There is a navigation part here. You see we have used a poll that is included in the blogging blog page, and also tags, reactions, stars, and so on. But to be able to use them, we need to log in. Our theme page is a simple page created with the ABP CMS Kit paging feature. Also, product, platform, and ASP.NET0 and ABP platform pages are dynamic pages coming from directly from the database. It also adds an FAQ section here. This is the FAQ feature of ABP CMS Kit. We can search for something, you see, and so on. So you can create FAQ pages and add to FAQ sections, add to any page, or to your custom page, or just normal page. Okay, let's log in. 1 second. Let's log into application to demonstrate how we can create a new dynamic page. How can we create a blog post here? When I log in, I'm using the standard ABP's standard password, like admin and so on. Of course, you will change it. Okay, when I log in, I see some menu items that is new for administration. You see there are many CMS Kit features here. On the administration side, this is a multi-tenant application. There are tenants, like there are some, you see users. I can create rows. I can allow permissions for this row, This is standard actually. Standard ABP's identity module. So you see, I can give permissions for management of the CMS Kit page, like FAQ management, deleting FAQ questions, or blog post management, and so on. I can set permissions, assign this to a user, and so on. So this is for authorization and authentication stuff. On the CMS Kit side, we have for the blogging feature I'm mentioning here, there are two pages that we are managing the blog feature. The first page, we can create a new blog. Every blog has an URL here. So that means you may have multiple blogs in your application. Typically, you will have one blog. It's called default. And for the blog posts, we can come to the CMS blog post page. You see all the blog posts here. And when you come to the blog, you see we have 5 blog posts here. And here also we see 6 because one blog post in the draft stage. Let's create a blog post here. I will just copy paste some text. The title is, we are selecting blog, of course, which blog we want to publish this. I want to create the abp.io, like I will copy the title actually. Just 1 second. Yeah, I can copy the title here. It automatically creates a slug. Slug means the URL part actually. We can change here, of course. I don't want to use dots, but use dashes instead. We can create a short description and blog post here. We can, of course, add some images like drag and drop or from the insert image here. Let's make it drag and drop. You see it comes here and it will be rendered. When you make preview, you can see the image. And we can also set a cover image. I will set some text. You see here we can set text because all these low-level features like tagging, rating, commenting is also available for blog posts. We will see soon how to enable them. I will save it as a draft. Okay, you see when I refresh the page, it doesn't come yet. When I go to the blog post page, I see my blog post here. I can select the publish option here. When I publish, it comes to the beginning of the page. You see, we can read it, like your users will read it. Just standard blog post with tags. You see, I can set a rating here. Your users can set ratings or give reactions and so on. As I said, we can control blog features. When I go to the blogs page, I can select the features option here. You see, I want to enable comments, enable ratings or tags for this blogging feature. So most of the this kind of features are optional for your application. Okay, we have created the blog post and we have published it dynamically on the runtime. We can also add new pages. Like for example, I have products here, ABP platform, aspnetcore. I want to add a new menu item here dynamically and render on a given URL. To do that, we have a page feature. on the menu, you see paste. Sorry. Okay, here I can create a new page, ABP Studio, for example, for ABP Studio promotion. For the content, I will just copy paste again. It's a very simple page. Just a few information what is about the ABP Studio, and I will add an image here. Okay. Then okay, I'm saving. After save, okay, remember that we have given a slug here. That is the part of URL actually. So if I type like that, I can see the page. You see, this page is dynamically created based on the content I have published recently. However, it didn't come to menu because we didn't arrange anything about the menu. To do that, we can go to menus. Here, I can create menu items with, I can add to the root or some level of deep. I right-click here and select a URL. I can select directly URL, for example, like that. Or I can select a page, ABP Studio here. For display name, I can give ABP Studio. I don't need to associate this to a permission so anyone can see it because it's a public website. That's all. After saving this, when I go to the application, now I can see that ASP.NET 0 and ABP Studio has been added into the products menu. So in this way, I can create static pages, add this page to menu URLs, menu items, and so on. This page feature is also it's also possible to set some scripting and styling for every page individually. Let's go to the page and select the edit the ABP Studio page. Here you see content tab, script tab, and style tab. For the style tab, we can just set some styles. I will just copy paste. I want to align the header to the center, make it bold and green. Just a styling example. Of course, you will write more if you need. So you see now title is on the left side. It's black and not bold. Just submit the page again. Refresh the page. It's on the fly changes. It goes to the center, green and bold, you see. So if I need, I can make custom CSS or custom JavaScript for every page individually. Okay. So in this way, I can create blog posts. Blog post is a special, actually, kind of dynamic page feature. It's there is a blog list page, and every blog post has a detail page. So we can even add, for example, a specific blog post to the menu. Menu is completely dynamic, not only related to page, but also I can create page, add to menu, and so on. These are fundamental CMS features like creating pages and like publishing blog posts. Now I will show some low-level features that are completely reusable. It's also used in the CMS kit, but also you can independently use them in your application, like commenting. You see, for example, when I go to the blogs, blog here, and go to the detail, you see there is a comment area here. So I can create a comment. I'm very happy to see that ABP 9.3 has been released, and so on. There is a captcha here. You see, my comment comes here. Anyone can reply it. To do that, I want to show that I will log in from another user. So to show you how to use it. Like, for example, you have I opened this in a dark view here. Of course, you can select semi-dark or light. Let's make it dark, for example. You see, when I saw admin user's comment and I want to reply. To do that, I try to click login to reply, but I don't have an account yet. For example, this is a demonstration for your users. I want to register here, like create a new account. After creating an account, it redirects me to the blog post page. Now I can write comments or reply. You see, admin user created a comment, another user replied it, and so on, or like or dislike a comment, and so on. So when I return here, I can also see the other user's comment. I also give reaction to this user, or if I don't like, of course, I can do it, and so on. Let's add this comment feature to a page that is completely created customly. Like, for example, here there is an image gallery. This is a completely custom page that is built on this application, on sample application. You see gallery detail page. I want to create a comment, enable comment feature here. I will add a comment area here. To do that, I already actually Engin has created this application, but specifically comment out to enable these features. But I want to comment out here, enable the code. So you see here, the commenting view component is a reusable component. We are reusing it and giving the entity name. It wants from us an entity name. It's just a string, actually. So in this way, it understands different entities and doesn't show comments related to other entities. So it groups the comments. Also, entity ID is the image ID. In this way, it only shows image comments related to this entity. So with this kind of a few lines of code, even this outer if is not necessary, actually. So with just a few lines of code, you can add a commenting feature to your application. I saved it, even I didn't stop the application. Refresh the page. Now my custom page has a comment feature. I can make comment. What is that? Okay. You see the same commenting feature enabled for any kind of custom page. Here you also see there is a reaction feature here. I can give reactions to comments. This reaction feature itself also reusable. For example, I can allow users to like or dislike this image. To do that, I can enable reaction widget. It's also similar. We are reusing the reaction selection view component with given entity type and entity ID. That's all. After refresh the page, now we see that we can give reaction not only for comments, also for the image here it's rendered here, like in near to the image description, but of course you can render this item everywhere in your application. So I can give reaction and so on. Also, it's possible to sorry, you see only 2 reactions here because these 2 are enabled, but there are many reaction styles. Let's see from the yeah, when you define a reaction system for a custom entity, you can select any kind of reaction styles, like reactions you see, like ice, heart, parade. There are many pre-built reactions, but also you can define your own reaction styles. So in this way, they can select from the list. For example, let's go to the blog page. And in this blog page, also reaction feature is enabled. And here you see many reactions we can apply for the blog post, because almost all reaction styles, default reaction styles, are already enabled. Okay. Now let's see the rating feature. Here you see I can give ratings, I can undo or show rating details here. There is no rating here now. You see only one 5-star and there is no rating anymore. I can also show you another from the second user. I can give rating, for example, 3. When I return here, probably I need to refresh the page. Now I see one user rated with 5 and one user rated with 3 and so on. Okay. Let's reuse this rating feature for image gallery. Remember that this image gallery is a custom page. I want to enable this feature. To do that, reaction. Oh, sorry, I already did it. I want to enable rating feature, sorry. Okay. If I enable the rating feature, it's also similar. We give an entity type, entity ID, and so on. You can also render as read-only if you want, as I understand. Okay, when I do that, now I can see the rating box here. I can give a rating to the this image. Another feature, another common feature is, tagging. I can. Okay, another common feature, as I said, is tagging. For example, this blog post, we are using tagging for like ABP release and so on. I can also filter blog posts based on tags, you see. So I probably want to reuse this tagging feature for another place, so I don't want to re-implement all this manually. Instead, I can reuse this tagging feature in my own entities too. Like in this gallery, I can enable the tag widget. When I refresh, you see there are tags here. So where to edit these tags? Here on the admin side, we have image gallery. What was this image? Okay, for example, for this image, I can add tags here, like like test tag. When I refresh the page, I see there is a test tag added here. So I can edit tags for any kind of entity and render on the user interface. Also, in the backend side, I can filter entities based on tags or get tags of any kind of entity and so on. So it's not only user interface integrated, also backend integrated. That means you can write queries, mix it with CMS features. You can shape your entities, mix it with CMS features, and so on. Finally, from the open source side, I want to show the global resources feature. Even if you make everything in programmatically, when you after deploy your application, you may want to fine-tune some styling or add some JavaScript code on the fly or edit JavaScript code. So to do that, we can go to CMS and global resources area in the administration side. We can write the JavaScript code here, or we can write some kind of styles to shape our application on the fly. For example, I will write some ugly styles. I will copy paste some style. You see, I made product button background red and menu items blue and bold. Okay. First of all, let's see that it is not like that now. It is just normal color. And also here you see black button, blue button and green button. Here, when I save changes from the style section, when I refresh the page, you see that buttons now are red and menu items are blue and bold. So with this kind of course, this is very ugly. I will delete it immediately. Now it returns back to normal. But in this way, you can easily fix some styling problems, or when you create a custom page, you can shape this styling of the page individually, or you can make some global styling or global scripting in your page, in your application dynamically. So all these features are completely free and open source. You can check CMS Kit, even CMS Kit source code to understand how they were implemented and how they work. You can see their documentation. It clearly explains how to add these resources to your application. Like, let me show the documentation. So for all the features, like for example, how to add your tagging or commenting to your application, there is a documentation clearly explain how to configure and fine-tune comment widgets, how to render them, how to manage on the user interface. Even it explains internally what are the services, repositories, application layer, DTOs, and so on. It provides so you can programmatically change, override, customize based on your requirements. Okay, let's go with, as I said, there are some features are on the pro side, like commercial side. These features are newsletter, contact form, URL forwarding, poll, page feedback, and FAQ. Let's see these features. Let's start from the FAQ. You see that on the ABP platform page, we have some FAQ items. We can search, or ASP.NET 0. We have FAQ items separately. We are managing all this from this FAQ section. Here you see, for example, let's select ABP platform A0. For the ABP platform, we have general questions like what is the ABP platform and so on. Let's add a new question here. For example, what is the difference between ABP IO and ASP.NET 0? I write some kind of explanation, make it bold or like fine-tune, review it, and so on. Okay, I added the question. Now when I refresh the page, I can see the question and answer here, you see. So we can dynamically manage FAQ sections, explanation titles, and so on, and add to any page, even the dynamic page or static page in your application. What was that? Okay. Another commercial feature is page forwarding. When we go to the URL forwarding system, you know, there are some kind of services that make some short URLs for your long URLs. This is we thought that this is a very common and also not very complicated feature, so we can include this to the ABP CMS Kit module. Here you see, for example, let's do it. Go to the blog page, and we have created a blog post for the ABP 9.3 version, but we found that this URL is too long for remember and share with our followers, and we can make it shorter. Go to the URL forwarding section. Add this is the target URL. For source URL, for example, I can use ABP 9-3, just very short URL, and save it. Now I can use this URL. Let's open from another page. Okay, you see localhost, and I write the short URL, press the enter. It automatically finds and redirects to the original page easily. So this is a very easy to use feature, but I think it's very useful in some scenarios. Another feature I want to mention about is the newsletter feature, which is also very common in this kind of public websites. So people can subscribe to your newsletter, then you can get a report, send spam to them, and so on. You know, the classic scenario. So to do that, you know, I want to add a newsletter to the homepage of my application. To make possible, I'm going to the homepage of my application. Again, you see a commented feature here. I will comment out it. I'm rendering newsletter view component. The source is homepage. Source is important, especially for marketing guys. So to understand which page we collected this email address from user. So we can set a source. We can set some kind of preferences like marketing emails, technical developments. You know, there are some categories of emails. You can create categories like this is general news. There is no so much category. If you want, you can allow user or force user to apply a privacy policy, accept a privacy policy, and so on. Very simple configuration. Many of them are just optional. When I go to the page, homepage, and I refresh, you see now we have a subscribe to the newsletter section. All the texts here are customizable, don't worry. So I write my email, accept the terms and conditions, and subscribe to the newsletter. So I can do it. But as I said, we can put this same newsletter page, newsletter section to different pages. Like, for example, I want to also enable it everywhere in my application to force user to give their emails. Okay, you see I added to the homepage of image gallery. Now we have also here I agree and subscribe it. And finally, I want to enable for every individual image gallery page. It's also possible. As I said, just simple component. You can reuse it everywhere in your application. Now, here also, I can collect emails. Okay, after collecting emails, of course, when I go to the CMS newsletter users page, here I can see all the registered emails. You see, we have registered here. I registered this from the general news, but I registered this email from the image gallery newsletter section. So I can easily understand which section where I registered, what type of emails I want to receive, and so on. I can filter, export, import, this kind of things, you know. But of course, after your users want subscribe to your newsletter, they may want to, of course, unsubscribe also. It's also possible when a user go to the email preferences page, they can update their preferences, like I don't want to get image gallery newsletter, I want to get general newsletter, or together, or deselect all. So they can save this change and they will not receive emails. But how this works, how email system works, of course, you will want to know. This is just for collecting emails. Sending emails is your responsibility as programmer. But this module provides you repositories and services to get the emails based on sections or preferences in the background in your backend application. So you can just query from database, send emails, and so on. But always respect these selections of the users. Otherwise, users will block you. Okay, great. Let's go with the poll feature. Poll, you know, in every kind of public web application, we typically want to make some polls, surveys to to users to get their idea about something. So it's a very common feature, and we have created a poll system for the ABP CMS Kit. Let's create a new poll. For example, did you like the version 9.3? We have released a new version, and we want to get people's idea about our new release and so on. Let's go to the options and add an option like it's great. Yes. Yes, but I have problems for terrible release. Delete it. I hope no one selects it. Okay, I created 3 options. It's also possible to place this poll to a predefined section in your application. Like you created a area in your page, like specific page, and you want to put there. But if you don't do that, you can also reuse this in your dynamic page and blog posts. This is for static widgets. Okay, you check the documentation to understand more. There are many options, like when this poll will start to be shown, when it will end, when how many days it will continue to stay, and so on. If you want, you can allow multiple voting, and so on. Okay, we have created a poll, but where we will see that? To do that, for example, I want to go to the blog, and you see we have created a blog post, and I can embed this poll into this blog post at the end, so people, after reading this release information, they can vote about this release. It's a good idea. To do that, first of all, I will copy widget code there is a widget code here, so I can put this poll with the widget code. There is a widget system, reusable widget system in the CMS kit. Go to the blog post, find the related blog post, edit it, and actually probably no need to copy the poll code, because here I can, after selecting, you see I can select FAQ, poll, page feedback, and some other components here in the content. This is extensible. You can add your widget styles, widget types here. You can define reusable widgets, and your editors can add content like that. After selecting poll, I can see polls here, like did you like the 9.3, for example. Okay, I can edit here. You see there is a special syntax in the content, like widget, type poll, code, blah, blah, code text, like that, and so on. So when you put this widget, you can even see it in the preview. There is a voting area is added. Let's update it. Refresh the blog post. You see this poll comes here in the content dynamically. I can, of course, select yes, it is great, and vote, show the results of other votes from the people, and so on. Okay. It's also, of course, possible to put to your custom page statically on the development time, as I mentioned. For example, we can add a poll here. Okay. To do that, I go to the polls. What's your vibe on this picture? Actually, it's selected. Why it's not showing engine? I didn't enable on the code. Yes. Okay. If I want to put it to statically on development time, I can render poll view component with a widget name. When you set a widget name, this widget name also available on the management side, and people can select this widget name and place a poll into this predefined page. Now you see a poll is coming here. I can also give a vote. Pretty good. Yeah, you see, it works as expected. Okay. We can, of course, see results here, but as an administration of the system, you see we may disable it later on from the page. We can go to the polls page and show the results here. Okay, it's also possible on the administration side. Let's see another page, another feature like page feedback. You know, in the ABP framework, for every documentation, we added a feedback area here. Like this document is very helpful or needs improvement. We can share our feedback and so on. This is also a very usable feature for dynamic page, so people can provide feedback about problems on your website. To do that, for example, you see we have a ABP Studio page completely created dynamically. We want to add this feature here. Let's go to the page, edit the ABP Studio, and after this image, add the page feedback widget. For entity type, we can set page, and it wants an entity ID. Entity ID is just a unique name. So if we give a unique name, we can get report based on this unique name later. So it's just a name. After submitting the page, just refresh the page, you see now we can get feedback from the people. Like, for example, yes, very helpful. It's a great product. Submit your feedback and so on. So after people give feedback about your page or any kind of content, you can go to the page feedbacks page, and we can see this page. We can see it here. Also with detail page, we can see when it has been created, which page, what was the comment. We can also mark it as handled, so we can handle user comments. Say thanks to the user, like just an admin note about the feedback, because we need to evaluate this user feedbacks and so on. So feedbacks are collected here. We can filter them, search on that feedbacks and so on, filter and so on. Anything else? Okay, finally, I want to also show the Contact Us feature. For example, here you see when I go to the Contact Us page, there is a form. We can fill this form, type a subject, and a message. After filling the form, I can send the message. This message is sent directly to the email configured in your application. So you can easily add a widget like that. It's in the code. It's very simple. I want to show you, of course. Yeah, I think. Okay, you can put multiple contact view. Like, for example, in different pages, we may get different kind of contact forms. In this example, we have designed 2 forms. It's not a good example, but actually, if you want to understand, so you see there is another form here. It's coming to your email with a different contact name and so on. So in multiple pages, you can reuse the same contact view component, but to render it, it's just very simple. Just contact view component, render it anywhere, and this form will be available, sends email to your configured email address and so on. So everything works as expected. Finally, I want to mention that I already said, but I want to also show the CMS Kit library is completely reusable, customizable, very integrated to your application. This is the purpose, actually, we have created it. For example, here I created an article to use AI to create a summarize user comments for an image gallery item. You see in the article, I used AI, sent all the comments, get it, render it, the summary on here, and also I save it to the database because I don't want to use AI to not spend my old tokens every time. Of course, after summary, I can save it to a database, and whenever a new comment comes or user edits a comment, it recalculates and so on. So you can also check this article from the ABP community website to see, first of all, how to work with AI, with the extensions library of Microsoft and the ABP framework, of course, and also it's a way to interact your code with the CMS Kit. Okay, my demo was like that. I know it was a little long, maybe a little bored in some parts, because there are many features. I want to show every feature as a reference to the feature. Now we can see the questions. Any questions, Engin? I suppose you already
yes, I start some
most
of them.
the questions, but
yeah,
we can of
start.
course get the questions.
There is a good question from Merdan actually. How would you compare?
You answer first, if you have knowledge about that engine, then I answer.
Sure. Merdan asked a good question actually. How would you compare ABP CMS Kit versus ORCAD Core? Actually, ORCAD Core is a CMS framework. They define themselves as a content management system framework. So they have a management UI for that. You can easily put some CMS capabilities through their management UI into your page and easily use them. And on the other hand, ABP actually approaches the CMS Kit module as the building blocks. So which means in the code side, you can you can easily add it to your any page with the power of ABP. So you have the all power of ABP, and also while you are creating your UI, you can use any one of the features, enable, disable them, and put them into your application in the code side. So this is the actual main difference between them. So ORCAD Core is fully focused on CMS capabilities, and ABP instead seeing them as building blocks. So you can put any one of them, any one of these features that we see today, into your pages as you wish. This is the main difference, actually.
Okay, good answer. I also want to add that ORCAD's first version was started complete the CMS focused application. Then it turns out a kind of framework by isolating CMS features from a generic framework. So it may be comparable to all ABP platform, not only the CMS Kit module. The main difference, as I see from the ORCAD is focused on completely dynamic page, dynamic components, more content focused. So because of that, it's not so layered. It doesn't support multiple different of UI frameworks or database systems like ABP. It also, even the database system is very dynamic. Because of that, it even cannot use normal SQL. It's using some kind of SQL library or so, some kind of library they are using. So it's completely very opinionated for dynamic systems. ABP, on the other hand, doesn't try to change your development style and integrate to all database management systems with Entity Framework Core, and also MongoDB option is available. So ABP is much more generic, and you can build any kind of application. But with this CMS Kit module, you can also enable CMS features to your application. On the other hand, ORCAD is more dynamic content focused, but not for very generic applications. Two ways. First way, because of this is a library, not an application. After using this library, ABP provides many features, many systems to customize your footer, header, or any kind of page you can override, customize based on your requirements. For example, we are using CMS Kit in ABP IO websites like blogging or some kind of other features, but we have completely customized it. The second way to customize is the global resources system, like creating styles or scripts based on the running application on the fly. However, I suggest to go with the development style. Like in your application code, you just override components for header, menu, or change styling, and so on. So from the code, you can do everything.
There is another question from Ines. Is it possible to disable reCAPTCHA? In the demo, we've seen that the comments feature actually has reCAPTCHA validation to be able to send the comments. And actually, it is totally can be disabled. In the CMS Kit's comment feature, you can go to CMS Kit comment options and you can simply configure CMS Kit's comment options and set is reCAPTCHA enabled as false, and actually by default false, so it will not show you a reCAPTCHA. This is a good question. I wanted to show it from the documentation. You can always check the our application modules from our documentation system, and for the CMS Kit, all of the features are listed in here. Actually, I answered this question in the comment section, but maybe we can talk about it a little bit more. This is a really good real-world example, actually. We need to have a mechanism to approve comments or reject them automatically. We don't provide it for now, but I've taken a note. Maybe we can discuss it to support it out of the box.
But you can implement in your application. It's possible. As I said, this is just a library, so you can customize it. As I use it to summarize comments with AI, you can also approve or just ignore comments based on AI response. How can we make the post contents being indexed? URL, comment, content strategy should be adapted to be able to do this. A little hard question. Post contents will be indexed with RAG, with vector database, with Microsoft Copilot, and so on. I don't know. It's not so related to our module, actually. You should implement in your own way. I have no idea. Yes, works, because it works with ABP's email sending abstraction, email sender. So TWU SMS integration already implements this interface, so it works.
This is the final question, and it seems it is actually related to GDPR module, as far as I understand. If you are, mentioning about showing a cookie consent in your application, we have a GDPR module, and you can set a cookie consent in your application, and it will show at the bottom side, and then your users need to, confirm it for your cookie policy, actually, not related to CMS Kits. And as far as I see, you don't have any other.
One more question. Is Blazor preferred for UI when leveraging the CMS Kit library? For CMS Kit, the public website is rendered with MVC, Razor page, so that means no Blazor. For the administration side, we provide two options. First option is, again, MVC with Razor page. The second option is Blazor for the admin side. But for public website, it uses server rendered HTML, since it's still the most powerful way to make public website that is easy to crowd with search engines and so on. So this is the way it works.